Amazing, Ben. So just for the audience's sake, could you just sort of introduce yourself and what you do and who you coach?
Yeah, absolutely. Ben DeBoard. I'm in Richmond, Virginia, on the East Coast of the United States. And I've been a leadership development coach and facilitator. I've been in the space for about 5 years as a trainer, about 3 years as a coach. And in February, I lost my job very unexpectedly. And I thought, all right, it was the universe saying, baby bird, it's time to fly the nest and do this on your own. And so since February, um, I've been coaching leaders uh, through my own coaching business.
Oh, beautiful. And before working together, what experiences, sorry, what challenges were you experiencing before working with us?
Yeah, the challenges were there's just so much. Um, so much going on between delivering for clients, finding clients, you know, creating your online presence and credibility, um, navigating your own emotional state and um, the natural kind of ebbs and flows of a money coming in or a lack of money coming in. So just kind of all over the place, and I was looking for a way to systematize what I was doing. And so I can't remember where I heard this, but the quote, we don't rise to the level of our motivation, we fall to the level of our systems.
Mhm.
That might have come, was that
Yeah,
from our
it's
course?
James Clear quote, but it's one I use a lot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So that's it, right?
Mhm.
Um so some of the challenges I was facing is like, all right, I've seen myself provide value for others. How do I make this a business? So I was already a powerful coach, did not have any idea about marketing, sales, online presence, all that type of stuff.
Mhm.
That was my biggest challenge.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, one that I think most coaches experience. And do you remember before signing up to us if there were any obstacles that would have stopped you from working with us?
Um, were there obstacles that would have stopped me from working with you?
Yeah, that
Um,
you had to take yourself through.
yeah, I mean, it was an edgy investment, right? As someone who um, I lost my job 6 weeks before my second child was born. And then when I had the conversation with Nina about the program, which I think was sometime in the summer, I had some clients, but I certainly wasn't uh, earning as much as I was spending. So it was edgy to make that investment for sure. I'd say that was the biggest challenge. I mean, I'm a very much growth mindset oriented. I had interactions with Nina before and knew she had value and I trusted her. So there was no um, challenge there. It was, yeah, the biggest was the investment. And, um, you know, I'm in the business of other people investing in themselves. And
Mhm.
it was part of walking the walk. And it was actually a really valuable experience to navigate all the feels in my internal state going through that because it's similar to what my clients are going through.
Totally. Yeah, yeah, totally agree. And how did the program shift you as a person emotionally before we get to the results? What shifts did you see there?
Yeah. Well, community is great, right? Especially for me, solopreneur, working out of my kid's bedroom, right? I'm not at the office with others. So just being in community with other coaches
Hmm.
um, was really warm for my emotional state, and then also um, just that support, right? The
Hmm.
support of the leaders like yourself and Nina, and also the content, right? So it just gave me like a solid home base, I felt
Hmm.
like.
Yeah, beautiful. And what results, shifts, changes, transformations did you see in your actual business?
Yeah. So saw results in a couple different key areas. One was just my overall understanding of the role of marketing, the role of my online presence, and how to leverage those things, and how to create content, how to engage people, all that, which I believe had I unlimited time and resource, I could have figured out eventually, and it would have been a lot of not wasted time, but that would have been a inefficient use of
Hmm.
my time, right? Because my zone of genius is powerfully coaching people, and
Hmm.
that's where I want to spend the most of my time. So to be able to go to a space where you're able to share your framework, and I could explore it, try some of the things on. I had a couple instances where I felt a little edgy or some tension with it. Come to the group coaching calls, you coach me through it. I'm like, okay, I get it now.
Hmm.
Um, that was super valuable. So it was like a escalator for my understanding of the business aspect of things. And then the other big piece is enrolling clients,
Hmm.
enrolling clients and having those conversations. So Nino is just a wizard around that. And how to identify the beliefs I currently have about what I'm offering my clients, etc., how to level those beliefs up, and then the structure or framework of how to have an effective enrollment call, and really enroll the client in their result.
Hmm.
That was really powerful. And I had felt, again, similar to what I said about the business side of things, I had learned some of that stuff on my own, and I feel like I would have just got me there a lot faster
Hmm.
to be able to share a live recording with Nina, get her feedback, get coaching from her a few different times.
Hmm.
Um, it just was able to expedite everything. And so I don't know if financially, if I would have been able to stay in the game long enough without expediting those two main drivers.
Hmm. Oh, beautiful. And do you have an idea of how many clients you made in the program?
Um, I am not great with tracking. It's not my not my zone of genius. And I have what I will say is, in the past, we're just now finishing the program. In the past, I'd say 4 weeks, I feel like I've really hit the uptick on the J curve.
Hmm.
So, um, like I'll tell you that here's a great way to say it. I went on a hike with a buddy. It was probably 10 days ago. He's a former health coach, and he said, "How many clients you got now?" And I was like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Oh man, that felt great." Like
Hmm.
I would have to think about it. Like that's how
Hmm.
I finally have so many clients that I
Yeah,
couldn't tell you how many clients I
yeah.
have. Whereas like up until that point, it was like four,
Yeah,
two,
yeah.
6. Um, And so I know that's not a super
No, I
specific
get
answer,
it.
but I think you get the gist there,
Yeah,
where it was
totally.
like, all right, I'm making this work. I'm finding clients. I'm getting referrals. People are signing back up,
Yeah.
and attribute a lot of that to what I learned in the program.
Well, amazing. Yeah, no, it's a good analogy. Yeah, when you don't know, it's like when you're managing say a team or a company and you don't know everyone's name, it's like, yeah, you're pretty high up.
Yeah,
Yeah, similar,
yeah.
similar. Were there any like results, shifts, transformations that you experienced that you just didn't expect?
Good question. Um, Shifts that I didn't expect. I think one was, in the beginning of the program, we're fleshing out my unique framework for success. And that was really edgy for me because I was very much like, everybody's unique. I show up, they bring what they need help with, and I just serve there.
Hmm.
And so I wasn't wildly excited about that. And the insight that you helped me get to was that mainly the unique framework for success is specific to your marketing. So you can
Hmm.
show up online, you can talk about what you're doing. Once you get people in your program, you serve them powerfully, and you may stick to it, you may meander off course.
Hmm.
Um, so I came in thinking like, okay, I'll kind of play with this a little, but this isn't really for me. And that was part of my journey of learning
Hmm.
in marketing and business development. And now I really see the value of it. Look at the conversation we had, you know, earlier where you were coaching me and how I can use that to
Hmm.
turn up the effectiveness of my offer. So it played in so many other ways than I didn't see at first.
Hmm.
Um, so that was really powerful. And I think also I was surprised at um, the depth of the resources that is in the platform
Hmm.
beyond the Ticket to 10 program that I did. And I'm just all the videos with the different tools around coaching. Like I mentioned before, like I want to spend my time coaching. I don't want to spend my time
Hmm.
researching the best like testimonial software. And so to be able to go and have a video from you or someone else with the top, two options, pros and cons, bam, I can watch that in a few minutes and go.
Hmm.
That's super valuable. And of course, yeah, just the relationships with others. So I guess that wasn't really a surprise,
Hmm.
the relationships, but yeah.
Yeah, epic. Oh, thanks so much. Just to finish, what would you say to someone who is considering working with us?
Yeah. What I say to someone considering working with you. I mean, uh, is this really what you want? Are you serious about doing this?
Mm.
Um, and just like anything else, take it seriously. Especially if I mean, obviously you're a coach. If you're thinking about joining the program, you're asking your potential clients to make an edgy financial investment to level up their game, like walk the walk. And what have you got to lose, especially with if you're sticking to the framework of, you're in it until you hit a 10K month.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, go for it.
Hmm. Yeah, beautiful. Thanks so much for that, Ben. Really appreciate it. It was amazing having you on board. Loved coaching you and working with you, and we had a lot to learn from you too. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Joel.